Hey guys, it's Chumbumbin. I've been playing a lot of Overprime lately, and having a pretty fun time, but I feel like the tutorial was a bit lackluster. So I figured, why not make one of my own? And with that in mind, welcome to a series that I'm gonna call Overprime. And what better way to start off Overprime than with 5 tips that I think the tutorial really misses out on. Tip number 1, Minion Execution. Last hitting is a core mechanic in all forms of MOBA, from League of Legends to Smite. Killing these little fighters is important for those all-powerful item spikes. Gauging how much damage you do, however, can be the difference between a proper wave and missing the money. Luckily, Overprime takes the guesswork out of last hitting. If you watch the minion's health bar, you'll notice that the colors will change. As they lower, they'll move from orange to red. Any auto attack in the red will kill the minion in one shot, regardless of how much damage your basic attack actually does. Use this to make sure your lane income is stable and consistent. Tip number 2, Deckima stone upgrades. Deckima stones are cheap items that give some early stats for a very cheap price point, depending on the role you're playing. Even better than stats, however, these items also all have active effects. The red, blue, and green specifically have a blink. Using them will move you a set distance forward in an instant. At a cooldown of 5 minutes though, it's a really steep ability to use. What you may not know, however, is these items are upgradable, and not only do the upgrades increase the stats, but drastically reduce the cooldown of the blink. From 300 to 180, all the way down to 90. It's an investment that could save you in some tricky situations. Tip 3, the Prime Spirit. You may notice 2 large icons on your minimap, one purple and one yellow. These are neutral objectives for each team to take. The easiest of the two, the Prime Spirit. Working with your team to take down this monster gives a large chunk of EXP to the team that claims it. This creature also gives 2 buffs upon death. A temporary buff to minions equal to 25% of their power and both defensive stats. For players, however, you get a permanent buff depending on the element of the spirit. This can be defensive stats, offensive stats, or utility stats like movement speed or cooldown reduction. Your team can stack up to 5 buffs, so make sure to get this spirit whenever it's available. Tip number 4, wards. This is a ward. It's 50 gold, but boy, let me tell you, this little guy is actually priceless. Using him is easy. After you buy one, find a place on the map you want vision and place it down. You'll notice that now your mini-map will be marked with a little blue blip. This is your ward. And the blue circle under you, that's its vision range. What can a ward see? Well, everything. Unless its vision is blocked by a bush or a wall, the ward will reveal your enemies on the screen as well as on the mini-map. You'll even notice that when a ward catches someone, it'll ring on the mini-map and spin. So even if you just missed them, the ward will alarm you and let you know that somebody walked by. So, now you know wards can see you, even when you're hiding in a bush. So what do you do if you think an enemy has a hiding spot warded? You counter ward it. Wards don't just show players, they also reveal other wards. A ward in range of an enemy ward makes it attackable. 3 hits and the enemy vision will be cleared. The same goes for units with invisibility. A ward will not only show their outline on the screen, but reveal them on the minimap. Tip number 5, the Guardian Spirit. The Guardian Spirit is the map's mega objective. Taking this monster down will be a team effort, but it doesn't just end on kill. The player that lands the last hit on the boss collects the basketball. Their job? To get the ball to the hoop safely. Dunking into the hoop summons the Prime Guardian into the middle lane to push towards the opposing team's base. What you may not know, however, is that dunking the ball also does a sizable chunk of damage to all active enemy units and players on the map. This damage can kill. Slipping the ball into the hoop during a hectic team fight at the goal can turn a lost fight into a decisive win. Don't forget it. And there you have it. 5 tips to help elevate your game in Overprime. Individually, these tips are minor, but fitting them into your game plan will help you improve as you grind out the Overprime beta. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, and I look forward to seeing you all in the field. If you like this kind of content, let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. Got tips you want to share? Post them below. I'd love to see what you guys have discovered in your games. I'm Chumbumbin, and I'll see you next time.